Hello, you absolute legends, and welcome back to part 2. Set the phone down and it decided to stop recording. Well, that was annoying. Anyway, let's get these birds fed. Sounds like the pigs have decided they're ready for breakfast now and they're not willing to wait. Well, I guess they don't get a choice, so do they? And these insaniacs, not quite as bad as the first crew of insane chickens. They're still pretty bad. They don't have a rooster with them because I don't want to lose another rooster. Already lost too many. Those girls think that if they scream louder, that's going to get them fed somehow. Really don't understand how that logic works, but hey, pig logic, I don't get it. Maybe I found an angle that the camera doesn't self-shut. That would be nice. Well, legends, we've gone through a lot of food, as you can see. That was a pretty full pail when we started just one pen ago. Here we are, second pen in. These ladies are being fed too. Hey ho, here we go. Oh, that's not light. Bloody things sound like they're possessed. Alright, let's go get some more feed for round 3. Back into the messy feed room I gotta clean. That'll be a tomorrow task. Task for tomorrow. Apparently these hens haven't had enough to eat. They have to come in and eat everybody else's food too. Pigs think that because they've been awake for a minute and a half that they now must be fed. Boy, are they wrong. Just because they've been awake for a minute and a half doesn't mean they get food shoveled in their face holes. Quailies! How you doing there, little one? Let's just take a minute and watch the quails. That white one's one of our original boys. Big fat brown boy they're running back there. He's another boy. He was a newer one that we brought on. Oh, good grief, those quails have devoured every bit of food in there. They do love hiding in their branches. Bet you if we move that branch, you'll find 4 of them back there. Here comes a couple. Poking their head out. Well, I tried to turn the flashlight on, but, you know, phones won't let you do much when you're recording. Kind of annoying that way. Flashlight would have just given you some better lighting. Unfortunately, I don't have a flashlight out here for additional lighting, but hey, the clouds moved and provided more light. So we call that a win. Anyway, let's get the quail fed. Not to worry, legends. I'll be back to give the quail more just straight quail feed. Not so much of the grass, because we tend not to eat as much of the grass. These hens, however, often like to bury their food dishes, and I'm tired of digging for them every day. It's just not a game I'm willing to play anymore. Guess where we've hid the food dish today? Yeah, no thanks. So now it just goes straight on the floor for them. That's what we've had to do because we got too many roosters and too few pens. I've had to create an additional rooster pens. You might not think there's much room there, but trust me, there's enough for the 2 birds. Over there, heaps and heaps of food. Well, as you can see, we go through lots of food here on the ranch. There you go, the oyster shell helps to give it a bit more idea. He's got himself a beak full of food. He's going to run away from his girlfriend. Because otherwise, you know, she might eat some of it. Meanwhile, there's like a heaping amount on the floor. I don't know what he's running away with it for. So he's got any competition except for her. Anyway, legends, if you're wondering why the quail didn't get any grits, because they got a pail of sand. They do sand bass, and they can eat the sand. They're small birds, so they need small grits. And so we don't forget about our lovely legends. And then because it's dry food, I take them a bit of water too. When I'm drying out. Oh, the girls have started to calm down again. They realize that no amount of screaming is going to get them fed instantaneously. It's a thing they do every day. Why? Because they woke up and then they decided they must be fed immediately. They never get fed immediately, but they've decided they should be. Every day. Alright, quailies. Yes, I know you want some more dinner. Put your bit of water in there. Put some food in there. Put you a bit more water in there so it's not just dry food. That'll soak up the water now, and then if they need, they can just have a straight drink while it's still wet. Quailies are an excitable bunch sometimes. Anyway, on to the next bunch. I have to make the pigs wait 10-20 minutes after they wake up for their breakfast. Ladies. These are my meat hens that we're hoping to reproduce into more meat hens. Come on, get back in there. You want breakfast? It's in here. Come on, girls. As you can see, nobody wants to wait for brekkie. Bunch of big girls, they get a big dish like the turkeys do. So we can get it into the light for you legends so you can see what's going on. I can see, but the camera doesn't do this any justice at all. You might be thinking that's an awful lot of food, but these are meat hens, remember. These girls weigh about 6 or 7 pounds each. And my black layers next door, they weigh like 2 to 3 pounds. So these girls do have a much bigger appetite than those girls. So yes, my meat hens do get a lot more than my egg hens. Oh, I gotta fix this part of the fence again. Sorry for the rough angle, legends, but I'm a one-man camera feeding crew. Oh, let's go get the girls out back 40. Let's go visit Miss Cloudtop today, see how she's doing. Cloudy! How you doing, Bubby? You gonna come out, Bubby? Come on, let's go outside. Come on, Bubby, let's go out. Yeah. Come here. Mama thinks she's gonna get away. Yeah, stick your head in that bucket, Mama. That'll work for you. Oh, come on, Cloudtop. We're going out. Mama's miserable. She stays in. You're a nice little thing. You can be out for a few minutes. Exercise. Cloudy doesn't care. She's out here just face full of food again. Deciding what bale she wants to eat from first. Really? You see your little girl out there? She's out just stuffing her face full of food. Oh, really? She's out there stuffing her face full of food, Wilfred. Here the boys are starting to get active now. They've realized I made it down to this end of the barn. Why is that chicken in a bag? Literally in a bag of grit. Why is that chicken in a bag of grit? Well, now by the time we get down here, it's out of the bag of grit and trying to get into the pail. and it's knocked over my coffee. That is precious Go Juice chicken. Don't be knocking it over. Got almost half a pail of food. That should be good for the last stall out here. Mr. Wiggles! How's it going, Mr. Meowgie? Nice to see you around again. And there's Spots, his little girlfriend. Spots, how's it going? Nice to see you around again this morning, Spots. Good to see you and Mr. Wiggles are still hanging around the farm. Frederick, don't be doing it. Don't be coming out, Frederick. Ladies, stay in your stall. There's nothing out there for you. Nothing at all. I'm gonna go feed the back 40 girls first. And of course, the back 40 girls have buried their dish like they do every day. Cake pans from Value Village. Can't find a cheaper way to find a chicken feeding dish. Those things cost me like $1.50. See, that's a damn fine price for chicken feeding dishes. And they can be as hard on it as they want. Don't really matter none. The other girls have also buried their feed dish, but they did that a couple days ago and I have not located it. So we do with them like we always do with any other birds that have disappeared their dish. Feed on the floor. Because, well, what else can I do, really? Don't peck at me. I'm not breakfast. I provide you with breakfast. And that chicken decided she wants to wear some. Well, I can't help stupid chickens if they're going to get under the dish when I'm pouring it. There's literally nothing I can do them for. Alright, there's enough grit left. We can go feed the turkeys like 3/4 of a pail. And we'll give whatever's left to the ducks. Cloudsley! Are you saying meow to Mr. Wiggles? Is Mr. Wiggles saying nay-nay to you there, Cloudsley? Well, you'll notice the girls have been quiet now. And they still haven't been fed yet. But then they might have noticed I walked past, so there they are, all going off again. Let's try to separate out some of these wet pails again so they don't start gluing themselves together. The fun of it all. There we go. Get all the wet pails apart again. So this way Frederick, if he ends up on the freezer, doesn't end up in a pail. It's the last flipping place I need Frederick in a pail. I suppose if I just flipped him over, it would help him drain and he couldn't get in a pail. Brilliant! Oh. Alright, so we only got a whole pail of food for turkeys and ducks. But if you remember back earlier in the video, or maybe in the first video, Ducks got fed already. That's why I keep a lid on my goat juice, because those chickens are relentless. They haven't even finished off theirs yet. Yet they're in here eating somebody else's. Isn't that a typical chicken? Cloudy out here is like, forget the exercise. I'm having hay. Let's move this so they don't see it, because otherwise they'll just immediately stop at the door and eat. Release the crazies. I mean turkeys. Holy wow, they all came out this morning. That's different. Half the time they stop halfway. They'll get 80% out, and then they just kind of stand in the door looking at you like, what? Were we supposed to do something? Say, yes, turkeys, you're supposed to come out. This way I don't have to fight with you while I fill your dish. Anyway, legends, let's see what we can do to catch an angle. Huge chunk of the pail for the birds. Let's bring them in. Door opens, they come running. They decided there's nothing out there worth eating. Isn't that right, Cloudy? Nothing out there for the turkeys to eat, eh? Sounds like the girls are back to their usual shenanigans, screaming that they must be fed now. I'll wait till they calm down a bit. Just not willing to support that Sceniac style of behavior. They're slowly learning, but it takes a while to teach them. And of course we got the quacking in here. Quacking. He's up the last of the food there, quacking. Now everything's decided it's going to start screaming. Cloudy, is there any open bales over here? We can give the boys a bit of food. Ugh. Boys, breakfast. Shovel their food into a bin for them. It keeps it a little more controlled. It's hard to see it, but there it is. It's decent amount of food. How's your water, boys? You guys are out of water. Well, I guess we better get them some water, eh, Cloudy? Should we give those boys some water, Cloudy? Used to just be I could bring a jug of water from the feed room down to the boys. I gotta bring a jug of water from the house to get my well fixed. Not a fun prospect to be doing that every day. I'll be working on the well probably tomorrow. And boys, you go through a lot of water. Guess we better save a bit for Mama because, well, we only got so much on hand. Well, legends, I don't want you thinking I didn't feed Mama. She's getting fed too. There it is. See, she's been fed. Everybody got fed. You don't neglect the animals around these parts. We just takes us a while to feed them all. Boys, get down, boys. The door doesn't open while you stand on it. There go the boys looking for breakfast. Alright, so now we reset the boys' food dishes because they're hard on them. Alright, now let's come along for a pocket feeding, see if we can. Got a feed dish over here. Generally keep them each in one corner. Got a feed dish over here. There's a better angle for lighting. And the last feed dish hidden back here, you can't see it though. Black in a dark corner. Anyway, there's one you can't really see. You go to the light, there's one you can see. There's a third one. I'll just give it a second for the boys to calm themselves. And get off the door. You boys know the door doesn't open when you stand on it, right? Be right back, legend. Anyway, legends, we're gonna end it here. The girls are an absolute handful and I need both hands. You're an absolute legend. I'm the Matterhorn, and this is Ranch Life. See you in the next one, legends.